My wild meeting at the music festival that got out of hand. So this happened like 2 weeks ago at this huge music festival I went to with my best friend. I'm still kind of processing it because it was so wild, but I need to spill it somewhere. We were there for the whole weekend, camping out and just vibing to the music. I was wearing this cute crop top and shorts, totally feeling myself dancing in the crowd. By the second night, I was a little tipsy from some vodka we snuck in and just in the mood to let loose, you know? This guy started dancing next to me during one of the EDM sets. He was super hot tall with tattoos on his arms and this scruffy beard that made him look rugged in a good way. We were vibing to the beat, our bodies kind of brushing up against each other, and he gave me this smirk that made my stomach flip. After a bit, he leaned in and asked if I wanted to go chill somewhere quieter. My friend was off with some other people, so I was like, let's go. We ended up at his tent, which was a little away from the main crowd. As soon as we got inside, we were all over each other. He kissed me hard, his tongue in my mouth and his hands grabbing my rear, pulling me against him. I could feel his thing already solid through his shorts, and it got me so soaked just thinking about it. I tugged at his shirt, and he pulled it off, showing off his toned chest with more tattoos. I ran my hands over him, and he groaned, saying he wanted to do it so bad. He pushed me down onto his sleeping bag and yanked off my shorts and panties in one go. I was so turned on my kitty was practically dripping. He spread my legs and started giving me a south treat, his tongue lapping at my button and sliding inside me. I was sounding so loud I was worried someone might hear, but the music from the festival was blasting, so I don't think anyone did. He sipped on my button hard, and I peeked so fast my legs shaking as I grabbed his hair. He didn't even let me catch my breath before he flipped me over onto my hands and knees. I heard him unzip his shorts and then felt the head of his thing rubbing against my kitty lips, teasing me. I pushed back, wanting him inside me, and he laughed, calling me a needy little cheeky, which just made me wetter. He slid in slow at first, stretching my snug kitty with his thick thing. It felt so good I was already close to peeking again. He grabbed my hips and started pounding me hard, his boys slapping against my rear with every drive. I was screaming into the sleeping bag, my face pressed down as he did it like an animal. He reached around and rubbed my button, making me peek again, my kitty squeezing around his thing. He kept going, slamming into me, saying how snug and soaked I was, how he was going to fill me up. I begged him to nut inside me. I was so caught up in the moment. He groaned loud, and I felt his thing pulse as he shot his load deep in my kitty, hot and thick. It was so dirty feeling his juice leak out of me as he pulled out. We were both panting and sweaty, just lying there for a minute. He said that was the hottest time he'd ever had, and I felt kind of proud, lol. But then I started freaking out a bit because I realized we didn't use protection, and I'm not on birth control or anything. I asked him if he was clean, and he swore said he'd been tested recently. I was still nervous, but he was sweet about it, gave me some water, and we talked for a bit. He even walked me back to my tent after we cleaned up. I found my friend later and told her everything, and she was like, OMG, you're insane, but also kind of jealous. I've been thinking about that night nonstop. It was so intense and raw. I've never been done like that before, and now I'm kind of craving it again. If any hot guys are out there who can do it like that, hit me up, but be safe, and no weirdos, please. I'm still checking myself to make sure everything's okay, but damn, it was worth it for that moment.